Tonight, the waiting and wondering wears on the Red Mill neighborhood of Virginia Beach. Today, police found a body while searching for 22-year-old Denise Martin.
Martin hasn't been seen since June 19th, and her friends and family members have been searching for her in that area. 13 News Now reporter Chanu Her was in that neighborhood all day as police worked.
And Chanu, what do we know tonight about any possible connection?
Well, guys, police have not identified the body yet, so we want to make that very clear right now. But it is still unknown whether the body is Denise Martin or not. The man whose yard she was found in spoke with us today, just shocked that it happened this close to home.
We got a fence along a back property before the water. We have a little Jack Russell.
For 20 years.
We haven't heard anything unusual, seen anything.
This cul-de-sac on Edge Hill Avenue has always just been quiet neighbors, the way Gene Campbell likes it.
Everybody is friendly with everybody.
But all of that was disrupted Wednesday.
Policeman knocked on the door and said, "We found a body back behind your fence, and there will be lots of policemen coming through your yard today."
Lots of policemen and emergency vehicles jam-packed. His neighbor, Brian McCannon,
you're looking into Gene's backyard,
was home when police did their work, and as much as they tried to just carry on with their daily routine, it was hard.
I think what you're smelling is putrefaction of a human body.
Shocked. Just shocked. I think anybody would be.
Gene says they all have their suspicions it's 22-year-old Denise Martin, but as of Wednesday night, the body still hasn't been identified. The thought alone that it could be the woman from their neighborhood
I literally couldn't stop shaking and crying.
Was too much for some to think about. But for Gene,
it's sad.
He'll try to carry on like he's always done. All right, and as I was out there tonight, even without confirmation this is Denise Martin, two women claiming to be cousins showed up very emotional. Her friends also have been in contact with me. All are praying this isn't Denise and that she'll be found alive. Chanu Her, 13 News Now.